you. So hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day and thanks for coming to our session this afternoon. I'm Jemma, I'm the business lead for retail media at the partnership and I'm here with my colleague.
Hello everyone, I'm Ella and I'm the retail media proposition manager for John Lewis and Waitrose.
We're going to talk to you about three different things today. So firstly, we're going to tell you a little bit more about the partnership and our retail media offering today. And then secondly, we're going to take you through some insights about how customers shop differently across non-food and food categories. And then taking that insight, we're then going to talk through how we have evolved our retail media offering to better meet those needs and help brands talk to customers through those different customer journeys. So, just to start with, about the John Lewis partnership. So we're the largest employee-owned company in the UK with over 80,000 partners across our end-to-end operations, from head office to store to supply, logistics, etc. And our Waitrose and John Lewis brands are very much synonymous with quality, value and service. And it's ultimately why our customers shop with us and why we continue to have high customer service NPS scores, which we're very, very proud about. And given our unique customer reach, we have a huge opportunity for brands to reach this customer at scale. So we have over 21 million customers who shop with us each year, and they're uniquely premium as well. So 75% of those shoppers are ABC1, which is significantly higher versus the grocery average. Across our digital and store estate is quite extensive, so over 600 million visits across our digital assets, and with our store network, over 330 stores for Waitrose and 36 with our department stores as well. When it comes to our loyalty programs, we have over 8 million active customers who account for 60% of our sales. And interestingly, 36% of those shoppers shop across both of our brands, and they account for a whopping almost 3/4 of our total sales. So a very, very important segment for us and the brands who we work with to speak to. So Ella, over to you.
Thank you. So we know that we've got the customers at a huge scale, but for us it's actually really important to ensure that we're connecting with those customers at the moments that matter the most, at the right moment, at the right time within their shopping journey. And within our media portfolio, we have the reach for our brands to connect with our customers right throughout the full marketing funnel. So starting at awareness and then making its way down to conversion and loyalty. And for us, omni-channel is really important within our strategy. So you can see here within this diagram that we've got opportunities to reach out to those customers on-site at home and then all the way through to in-store through point of sale or windows. And speaking of journeys, within our retail media business, we've been on our own journey for the past year. We've been working to transform and scale our insight and media capabilities in order to drive significant growth in performance and supplier satisfaction. And we really acknowledge that there are two key areas that we need to actively improve on in this space. The first being transparent with around our insights and data, and that's why we've decided to partner with dunnhumby in order to utilise and enhance their customer data science to really help drive those capabilities for us. And then the second thing that we're really needing to improve on is our retail media propositions, so specifically around inventory, measurement and targeting. And that's why we've also partnered with Salesforce, our friends down the back there, Epsilon, who also trade under Citrus Ad, and JC&Co. So what makes food and non-food categories different from a customer perspective? One of the key differentiators between the two brands is our average frequency of purchase. So across Waitrose and John Lewis, you can see here that our Waitrose customers shop around 27 times per year. And when you compare that to John Lewis, our customers only shop around 5 times per year with us. When you look at that even further within a category level, you can see within home and general merchandise and technology that the frequency of purchase is considerably less than the rest of the categories, and this also ultimately comes down to price point and lifespan. The next point that differs between the two brands is around seasonality. So we know that our Waitrose customers are a lot more consistent when they shop with us. They typically shop around 7 times a quarter with us, And when you compare that to our John Lewis customers, only half of our customers shop once a year with us, and only 1 in 10 of those being around Christmas. And Christmas is a really key trading moment for us within the partnership at John Lewis. A lot of our customers kind of look at Christmas, and I think that there's definitely a synergy between Christmas and John Lewis because of our iconic Christmas ads, and Jemma will touch on that later as well.
Thanks, Ella. So the next factor is around purchase consideration period. So as Ella mentioned, obviously, when it comes to Waitrose customers, they're shopping regularly with us, and there's a relatively low consideration period there, which is no different to grocery retailers in general. So I think there's general industry stats that kind of cite that around 60 to 80% of customers' weekly shops are the same week on week. There's roughly only around 20% of those which might be new products. And those new products tend to be inspired by customers when they're in store. It could be a new product that's on promotion, or being kind of driving awareness of that product through media activation. Whereas if we look at John Lewis, 53% of customers take over several weeks or more to make a purchase decision. And again, that wildly varies depending on the category. So if you take a category like technology, for example, it's around 60% of those customers who are taking that longer period of time to make a decision. Whereas in beauty, we're actually finding around 40% of those customers take a matter of a few days. So a huge disparity in terms of that behaviour for non-food and grocery across the various different categories. So again, looking at other shopper behaviour, for Waitrose, over 94% of our customers actively shop in store. But interestingly, they're heavily using search to assist those in-store missions. So whether they're researching online and purchasing in store, or actively using our app and search to find products, they're actively doing that. That's also linked to our personalised offers proposition, which is in our app as well, and which they actively redeem in store. And for John Lewis, over 68% of customer shopper journeys actually start online. So when they're starting to think about a purchase decision in non-food, they're starting with online. They're going to our website and starting that research journey. They then might go into store and have a look at products and get a tangible feel for the items that they're looking at. And they might then convert and buy that product in store, or alternatively, they might go away, think a little bit more about it, look at some competitors, or then go online and complete that purchase. So we're very uniquely omni-channel in that respect. And over 70% of our total journeys are omni-channel overall, and that's significantly higher versus the average for non-food, which is around 58% in the market. So taking into consideration those different behaviours, how have we evolved our retail media offering to reflect the differences in how our customers are shopping? So if we take some of those things that we've spoken about, so for example, the seasonal and once-a-year shoppers, a great opportunity of which we've evolved over the years is brands being actively part of our JL-led marketing campaigns. As you know, peak's absolutely massive for us, Christmas and Black Friday, and they're probably our leading propositions in this space. But there's also other moments throughout the year which are relevant for us to talk to shoppers, whether that's back to school, whether that's Easter, Valentine's Day. And we have an extensive marketing above-the-line campaign throughout the year which brands can be part of, be aligned with our brand and drive awareness of their product in our stores. If we look at the low frequency of purchase and that long consideration period, we've worked hard with our suppliers to create always-on brand plans, but also evolve our retargeting capabilities when it comes to reaching those shoppers who have showed purchase intent but haven't yet purchased, by providing them with more information to help nudge them and help them make that decision. And then lastly, the online-first customer journeys. So almost 70% of those shoppers who are starting their shopper journey online, we've worked hard to create always-on digital-first approach for the brands who we work with. So we've got a few examples to bring this alive a little bit better for you. So John Lewis marketing-led campaigns. Our Christmas campaigns are huge. Our last one last year generated over 100 million views of our main advert, which is absolutely colossal. So you might remember this little guy from last year, the little boy who found a seed, which he thought was a Christmas tree, planted it, and it turned into a huge Venus flytrap, which caused havoc. So see if you can see in this video clip how our brands are featured within that last bit of the commercial. Hope you can hear the audio as well, we can't. if you did catch those brands which Snapper chewed up and spat out, it was a Beats headphone and a Lego set. So that's our main advert, but then how do we translate that into a more connected campaign in the run-up to Christmas? So we've got an example of that. This is Joe Malone. So taking that main advert, and then we create bespoke 10-second AV spots just to continue that theme with product placement. So here's an example. And then following that, we have a connected customer experience across paid and owned channels post-Christmas, right up to Christmas, to generate that awareness and continue the same narrative and thread from social, PPC, on-site and in-store to bring that all alive and bring it together. So then going back to the point around digital-first customer journeys and customers starting their purchase journey online, we work hard with a lot of our key suppliers to really try and meet this need. So Samsung's a great example of how we have an on-site media plan with them across display, but also sponsored products and search and browse to constantly capture those customers who are starting their journey online. They then overlay that throughout the year with spikes in their marketing activity to meet MPD launches, but also to join up with us on those seasonal JL marketing-led moments at Christmas, for example. And then on that long consideration period, a good example of our brand retargeting offering here. So to nudge those customers who are searching for products, they're clicking on links, they're not making that decision yet, we retarget them over a longer period of time, offering them more information about that range to help them make that purchase decision. And then finally, with this always-on approach, it's quite easy, even if you have a variety of different display formats, for there to be creative fatigue if you're running a campaign over 3-4 months. So we've worked hard to do different trial, test and learns with our agency Manning, but also double verify to kind of work out what is the optimum creative to drive not only high viewability, but also meet those high attention metrics as well. So this is a good example of last year where we ran a number of different formats over a longer period of time and measured the attention engagement of that. And as you can see, the creative on the far left here scored the highest in terms of those attention scores, which was really great to learn. And then for us, it means that we can take these learnings, embed them into our wider JL-led campaigns, but also the bespoke campaigns that we run for our brands as well to make sure that they're really driving the highest level of engagement possible. Ella, back to you.
Thank you. So when it comes to the evolution of our retail media needs across Waitrose specifically, we really looked at our customer behaviour and profile, and as we've kind of talked about today already, a few of the 3 key things that we've noticed within our customer behaviours is one being the regular shops. So we know that our customers in Waitrose are shopping a lot more often with us, but at a lower value, so less spend. And I think this is where it's really important to, and it has been really important and powerful to date to enhance our dunnhumby relationship and capabilities to drive the relevancy data that dunnhumby has access to. So this has been able to ensure that we can offer our customers personalised offers. And as Jeb mentioned earlier as well, we know that 60 to 80% of our customers are shopping for the same brands and products week on week. So that's why it's even more important to ensure that we're showing up for those customers, letting them know about the brands when they need to know them. Then as well, when we're looking at the in-store mission, so assisted by digital research, we know that our customers are shopping, we know that our customers are researching online before they're buying in store. And this is why our partnership with Citrus Ad has been so important in order to drive our always-on search propositions. So when our customers are researching, when they're at home, before they go and do the shop, or as we know, some of them are even doing the research while they're shopping in store as well. This has enabled us to surface propositions to our brands and able to make sure that they are the first brands within those search or browse areas of the site. And then lastly as well, we know that our Waitrose customers are a premium customer, a lot more premium than other grocery retailers. So we really pride ourselves on being able to provide premium and really thought-provoking and engaging content. And that's why we really take pride in the content that we create, specifically around recipes and inspiration. So this is in a space where we allow brands to show up in as well by sponsoring those placements. And to bring that all to life, we've got some examples here so you can see kind of what a personalised offers or a personalised offer looks like to some of our customers. and that's powered through dunnhumby. And then we've got our sponsored search, so that's within waitrose.com. And then the food inspiration one, which I really love. So we've got an award-winning podcast called Dish, and that's hosted by Nick Grimshaw and Angela Hartnett. And we've got a sponsorship opportunity for our for our brands to sponsor the pre-roll of this audio, which is really incredible. And then we've also got our Waitrose Food magazine, social media posts, so able to opportunities for our brands to sponsor recipes within these posts. And then what some people don't know about is that we also have an annual food show, which is held every December within Waitrose, and brands are also able to show up in that space too.
Thanks, Ella. So just to close out, we just want to share with you kind of 3 things that are on our mind and what we're actively looking at exploring more to evolve our retail media proposition for these different customer behaviours. So firstly, kind of connecting more brands with our customer life moments. So for those once-a-year shoppers or shoppers who are new to us, so we know, for example, a lot of people come to us when they're expecting a child for nursery, needs, or buying their first pram. So how can we create and target those customers with more opportunities as their family grows and as their life moments change as their children grow as well? So there's a huge untapped potential there. Measurement standardisation for retail media, I think, is really interesting. Everyone talks about it, and I think it's definitely needed. However, I think you need the lens, particularly as a retailer with non-food and food categories, to think about the customers shop differently across those, so therefore the measurement KPIs need to be different as well. So as we look at our measurement analytics, we'll be thinking about it through those lenses. And then lastly, the fact that we're uniquely omni-channel, particularly with John Lewis, we want to make sure that our media in store is much more impactful, and there's more opportunities for brands to connect their online and in-store presence more cohesively as well. So that's it from us, but more than happy to take any questions or catch up afterwards. Thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, quite. Thank you very much. That was outstanding. Thank you very much, Ella. Thank you very much, Jemma.